Welcome to session 4. In this session, we will be discussing about the classification of soils. Soil classification is the arrangement of soils into different groups such that the soils in a particular group have similar behavior. There are various types of classification systems like MIT system, International Classification System, Unified Soil Classification, Indian Standard Classification, AASHTO, etc. So, first we will see the MIT soil classification. This classification is based on particle size only, and the soil is divided into 4 types: gravel, sand, silt and clay. So, here when we observe, there are only 2 digits, 2 and 6. So, every time it is repeating 60, 2, 0.06, 0.002. So, the particle size between 2 mm to 60 mm is called as gravel. Again, there are 3 types of gravel: coarse, medium and fine. So, if the particle size is between 20 mm to 60 mm, then it is called coarse gravel. If it is between 6 mm to 20 mm, it is medium gravel. And if it is between 2 mm to 6 mm, then it is fine gravel. Similarly, the sand is classified into 3 types: coarse, medium and fine. If the particle size is between 0.6 mm to 2 mm, then it is called coarse sand. If it is between 0.2 to 0.6, it is medium sand. And if it is between 0.06 to 0.2, then it is fine sand. Similarly, the silt is divided into 3 types: coarse, medium and fine. If the particle size is between 0.02 to 0.06 millimeter, then it is called coarse silt. If it is between 6 micron to 0.02 millimeter, then it is medium silt. If it is between 2 micron to 6 micron, then it is called fine silt. If the particle size is less than 2 micron, then it is called clay. The next one is Unified Soil Classification System. So, this Unified Soil Classification System is based on particle size, compressibility and plasticity characteristics of the soils, whereas the MIT classification is based on particle size only. Soils are primarily divided into 2 groups: coarse grained soil and fine grained soil. So, what is this coarse grained soil? For this, we should check with 75 micron sieve. If more than 50% is retained on 75 micron sieve, then it is called coarse grained soil. If more than 50% is passing through 75 micron sieve, it is called fine grained soil. The coarse grained soil is further divided into 2 types: gravel and sand. So, how to differentiate gravel and sand? For this, we have to use 4.75 mm sieve. If more than 50% is retained on 4.75 mm sieve, it is called gravel. And if more than 50% is passing through 4.75 mm sieve, it is called sand. The fine grained soil, again it is subdivided into 3 types: inorganic silts, inorganic clays and organic silts and clays, represented with symbols M, C and O. Now let us see the Unified Soil Classification System in detail. So, according to Unified Soil Classification System, the soil is divided into 2 types. The primary types are 2: coarse grained soil and fine grained soil. The coarse grained soil, again it is divided into 2 types: gravel and sand. So, how to differentiate coarse grained soil and fine grained soil? Using 75 micron sieve. If more than 50% is retained on 75 micron sieve, it is coarse grained soil. If more than 50% is passing through 75 micron sieve, it is fine grained soil. So, again the coarse grained soil is subdivided into 2 types: gravel and sand. How to differentiate gravel and sand? Using 4.75 mm sieve. So these two sieves are very important for soil classification, 75 micron sieve and 4.75 mm sieve. So if more than 50% is retained on 4.75 mm sieve, then it is called gravel, and if more than 50% is passing through 4.75 mm sieve, it is called sand. Again, the gravel is subdivided into two types, clean gravel and gravel with fines, depending on the percentage fines. So what are these fines? Whatever the soil that is passing through 75 micron sieve is called as fines. If the percentage fines is less than 5%, then it is called clean gravel, and if it is more than 12%, it is called gravel with fines. Then again, the clean gravel is subdivided into two types, well graded gravel and poorly graded gravel. So what are the conditions for a well graded gravel? If the coefficient of uniformity is greater than 4 and coefficient of curvature is between 1 to 3, then it is called well graded gravel. How to get these two parameters, coefficient of uniformity and coefficient of curvature? From the sieve analysis, from the particle size distribution curve, we can find the D10, D30 and D60 particle sizes corresponding to 10% finer, 30% finer and 60% finer. So using the equations Cu equal to D60 by D10 and Cc equal to D30 square by D10 into D60, we can find the coefficient of uniformity and coefficient of curvature. Those values should be within these limits. If the gravel satisfy these two conditions, then it is called well graded gravel. If any one condition is failed also, it is called poorly graded gravel. Then the gravel with fines is also subdivided into two types, silty gravel and clayey gravel, depending on the fines present in the gravel. If the fines are of silt particles, then it is called silty gravel. If the fines are of clayey particles, it is called clayey gravel. So how to find whether those fines are of silt particles or clay particles? For that, we have to refer plasticity chart. Then sand. Sand is also subdivided into two types, clean sand and sand with fines, depending on the percentage fines. If the fines are less than 5%, it is called clean sand, and if it is more than 12%, it is called sand with fines. Again, the clean sand is subdivided into two types, well graded sand and poorly graded sand, and the conditions are given, Cu greater than 6 and Cc between 1 to 3. If any one condition is failed, then it is called poorly graded sand. Similarly, the sand with fines is also subdivided into two types, silty sand and clayey sand, depending on the nature of the fines present in the sand. And to assess the type of fines, we have to refer the plasticity chart. Then fine grained soil. The fine grained soil is divided into two types based on the liquid limit. If the liquid limit is less than 50%, it is called silts or clays of low plasticity, and if the liquid limit is greater than 50%, then it may be a silt or clay of high plasticity. Then again, low plasticity and high plasticity are subdivided into three types, inorganic clay of low plasticity, inorganic silt of low plasticity, organic silt or clay of low plasticity, represented with symbols Cl, Ml, Ol. Similarly, if the soil is having high plasticity, then we have to name them as inorganic clay of high plasticity, inorganic silt of high plasticity, organic silt or clay of high plasticity. So again, to know the type of fine grained soil, that is whether it is clay or silt, we have to refer the plasticity chart. So this is the plasticity chart about which we are talking about. To find the type of fines present in the gravel or sand, or to classify the fine grained soil, we have to refer the same plasticity chart. So here horizontal axis is liquid limit and vertical axis is plasticity index. And this line is called A line. There is an equation for this A line where plasticity index equal to 0.73 into liquid limit minus 20. So corresponding to the liquid limit, using this equation we can find the point on the A line. Then by taking the difference in liquid limit and plastic limit, we can find the plasticity index. That point should be plotted on this plasticity chart. If the point plots above A line, then it is a clay. If the point plots below A line, it is silt. So this A line separates the clays from silts. Above the A line, it is clay, and below the A line, it is silt or organic soil. So we have to find the point on the A line as well as actual point where it plots, above the A line or below the A line. Then we should compare whether the point is plotting above A line or below A line, and then we should say whether it is silt or clay. Then Indian Standard Soil Classification System. This soil classification system is derived from Unified Soil Classification System. So this is also based on the particle size, compressibility and plasticity characteristics of the soil. But here the soils are classified into 3 types. In the unified system, the soils are classified into 2 types, coarse-grained and fine-grained. Here they are classified into 3 types, coarse-grained, fine-grained and highly organic soils. So there are 3 types. When we compare with the unified system, there are 3 types in IS system, whereas there are only 2 types in unified soil classification system. But the classification of coarse-grained soil is same as that of unified classification system. Coarse-grained soil is divided into 2 types, gravel and sand. Again the gravel is subdivided into 2 types, clean gravel and gravel with fines. Then clean gravel is divided into 2 types, well graded gravel, poorly graded gravel. Then gravel with fines is divided into silty gravel and clayey gravel. Similarly, sand is also divided into clean sand, sand with fines. Then different types, well graded sand, poorly graded sand, silty sand, clayey sand. So this part is same as that of unified soil classification system. The classification of coarse-grained soil in IS classification system is same as that of unified soil classification system. But when we come to fine-grained soil, here there are 3 types. In case of unified soil classification system, the fine-grained soil is divided into 2 types, low plasticity and high plasticity. Here one more division is there, that is intermediate plasticity. So less than 35%, liquid limit less than 35% is taken as low plasticity, 35 to 50% is taken as intermediate plasticity, and greater than 50% is taken as high plasticity. So each division is again subdivided into 3 types based on the type of fines. If it is clay, it is Cl, if it is silt, it is Ml, and if it is organic soil, it is OL. Similarly, Ci, Mi, Oi, Ch, Mh, OH. Then highly organic soil represented with symbol Pt. So what are the examples of highly organic soils? Peat, muck, humus, etc. So how to find whether it is highly organic soil or not? For that we can use odor test, color test or liquid limit test. So organic soil has odor similar to decaying organic matter. Then organic soils have a color of dark grey to black. So based on these properties we can classify whether it is organic soil or not. But to find it accurately we have to use liquid limit test. before and after oven drying. The liquid limit has to be determined before and after oven drying. So if there is any decrease more than 25%, then it is a organic soil. Then the classification of fine grained soil is based on the plasticity chart. Even the fines in the coarse grained soil has to be assessed based on the plasticity chart. So what is the difference between the plasticity chart of unified classification system and IS classification system? That is, there are three divisions: less than 35, 35 to 50 and greater than 50. So this A line separates clays from silts. Above the A line, the soil is represented as clay, and below the A line, silt and organic soil. And if the plasticity index is between 4 to 7, then we have to give dual symbol Cl Ml. So if the plasticity index is less than 4, then we have to represent it as Ml. And if it is greater than 7, then we have to represent it as Cl. Clay of low plasticity, silt of low plasticity. So this A line starts from 20. So if the liquid limit is less than 20, then we should not use this A line equation. We have to check whether it is less than 4 or greater than 7. If it is less than 4, then it is Ml. If it is greater than 7, it is Cl. Then field identification of soils. So there are different field identification methods. I just discuss about the important tests. First one is dilatancy test. For this, take the field soil and mix with some water to prepare a soil pad. Place the wet soil pad on one palm and strike with another palm repeatedly. A glassy surface appears on the surface of soil and will disappear if it is squeezed with fingers. The rapidity of appearance and disappearance of glassy surface indicates the type of soil. If the reaction is quick, it is a fine sand. If it is medium, it is a silty sand. If it is slow, it is a silt. And if there is no reaction, it is clay. The soil tested is dried on hands and is dusted off. If gritty feel is there, it is sand. If it is easily dusted off, it is silt. And if it is sticking to the hand, it is clay. Then toughness test. The soil is rolled into 3 mm diameter thread. If it is not possible to roll, it is sand. If it is rolled but cracks develop on the surface, it is silt. If it can be rolled into 3 mm diameter thread and no cracks are observed on the surface, it is clay. Then dry strength test. The dried lump of soil is taken between fingers and squeezed. If it is broken easily, it is silt or silt with clay. If sufficient pressure is required to break the lump, it is plastic clay. If it does not break, it is high plasticity clay. Now let us solve some numericals. First one is classify the following two soils as per IS classification. So there are two soils for which the properties are given. Percentage passing 75 micron sieve equal to 4. Percentage passing 4.75 mm sieve is 70. D10, D30, D60 are given. Plasticity index is also given. Similarly, for soil B, the properties are given based on the sieve analysis as well as consistency limits. Then soil A. So based on the data given, how to classify the soil? First we should check with the 75 micron sieve. So here percentage passing 75 micron sieve is 4%, which is less than 50%. So it is a coarse grained soil. So what is coarse grained soil? If more than 50% is retained on 75 micron sieve, then it is called coarse grained soil. So here percentage passing is less than 50%. That means more than 50% is retained on 75 micron sieve. So it is a coarse grained soil. That is the first check. Then you should check with the 4.75 mm sieve. So here the percentage passing 4.75 mm sieve is 70%, which is greater than 50%. So it is sand. If more than 50% is passing through 4.75 mm sieve, it is sand. If more than 50% is retained on 4.75 mm sieve, it is gravel. And then we should find the percentage fines, percentage gravel and percentage sand. So what is this percentage fines? Is nothing but the quantity of soil which is passing through 75 micron sieve. Whatever is passing through 75 micron sieve is called as fines. Okay, so here percentage fines is 4%. Then whatever is retained on 4.75 mm sieve is called as gravel. So here percentage passing through 4.75 mm sieve is 70%. That means 30% is retained. That is nothing but gravel. So percentage gravel is 30%. Then remaining is sand. So 100 minus 34 is 66%. That is sand. So therefore when we compare these three values, whichever is higher, that is the type of soil. So it is sand. Then percentage fines is less than 5%. So it is a clean sand. Then we should find whether it is well graded or poorly graded. How to find whether it is well graded or poorly graded? Using the parameters coefficient of uniformity and coefficient of curvature. Coefficient of uniformity, which is equal to D60 by D10, is coming as 7.6, and coefficient of curvature is D30 square by D10 into D60, which is 2.1. What are the conditions for well graded sand? If it is sand, Cu must be greater than 6 and Cc must be between 1 to 3. So here both the conditions are satisfied. Cu is greater than 6 and Cc is between 1 to 3. So it is a well graded sand represented with symbol SW. Then soil B. So first we should check with the 75 micron sieve. So here percentage passing through 75 micron sieve is 80%, which is greater than 50%. So it is a fine grained soil. So whenever you identify it is fine grained soil, next you should check with the liquid limit. So here liquid limit is greater than 50%. So it is of high plasticity. It is a silt or clay of high plasticity. Then we should find whether it is silt or clay. For that we have to use the plasticity chart. So first we have to find the point on the A line by taking the A line equation. So what is the A line equation? Plasticity index equal to 0.73 into liquid limit minus 20. So in this liquid limit is given as 56. When we substitute 56 in this equation, we will get 26.28. So that is the point on the A line. So here the value is 26.28. Then actual plasticity index, which is the difference between liquid limit and plastic limit, it is coming as 42. So this 42 value, if we plot on this plasticity chart, it plots above A line, because on the A line we know the value as 26.28. Because 42 is greater than 26.28, the point plots above A line. So if the point plots above A line, the soil is clay. If the point plots below A line, it is silt or organic soil. So here the point is plotting above A line. So it is a clayey soil. And we know that the plasticity is high plasticity. Based on the liquid limit, we know that it is of high plasticity. So we can write that the given soil is high plasticity clay, represented with symbol CH. The next problem is classify the given soils as per IS classification system. So here two soils are given for which liquid limit, plastic limit and percentage fines are given. So based on the percentage fines, we can conclude whether it is coarse grained soil or fine grained soil. So here for both the cases, for both the soils, the percentage fines are greater than 50%. So both are fine grained soils. Then the next check is with the liquid limit. So here for the soil A, liquid limit is 40%, that is between 35 to 50%. So it is silt or clay of intermediate plasticity. Then now we should find whether it is silt or clay, for which we have to refer the plasticity chart. Plasticity chart will not be provided during the exam. You just need to find the point on the A line using the A line equation. Then you have to calculate the actual plasticity index. Then you should compare both the values. And then you should conclude whether the point is plotting above A line or below A line. If this value is higher than this value, then it plots above A line. If the actual plasticity index is less than the plasticity index on the A line, then it plots below A line. Like that, we should conclude whether the point plots above A line or below A line. So here the actual plasticity index is greater than the plasticity index on A line. So it is clay. And based on the plasticity characteristics, it is of intermediate plasticity. So we can conclude that the given soil is clay of intermediate plasticity, represented with symbol Ci. Then soil B. Soil B, the liquid limit is 22%, which is less than 35%. So it is silt or clay of low plasticity. Then to know whether it is silt or clay, we have to calculate the actual plasticity index and the plasticity index on A line. Then we have to compare these two values, and then we have to conclude whether the point plots above A line or below A line. So here actual plasticity index is greater than plasticity index on A line. So the point plots above A line, therefore it is a clay. So the given soil is clay of low plasticity. Then the third problem is again two soils are given with the liquid limit, plastic limit, percentage passing through 75 micron C, percentage gravel, percentage sand, Cu and Cc. For soil A, percentage passing through 75 micron sieve is 100%, which is greater than 50%. So it is a fine grained soil. Then we should check with the liquid limit, which is greater than 50%. So it is of high plasticity. Then plasticity index, which is the difference between liquid limit and plastic limit, it is coming as 355. Then plasticity index on A line, we can use the A line equation, and then we can find the point on the A line, which is 277.4. So here actual plasticity index is greater than the plasticity index on A line. So the point plots above A line. So it is clay. Since it is of high plasticity, we can write the soil is clay of high plasticity, represented with group symbol CH. Then soil B, here percentage sand is given as 80%. So directly we can write it is sand. Then we should check with the gradation characteristics, Cu and Cc. Cu is less than 6 and Cc is between 1 to 3. Because one condition is failed, it is poorly graded sand. So based on the gradation characteristics, it is classified as poorly graded sand. But here when we observe the plasticity characteristics, it is written that plastic limit is non-plastic. That means it is silt. The fines are of silt particles. There are 10% fines. So what is the nature of those fines? When we refer the plastic limit, it is showing non-plastic. That means it is of silt particles. So based on the plasticity characteristics, we can classify the soil as silty sand. So we can give the group symbol as SPSM. So here it will get dual symbol SP and SM. First symbol should be of gradation and second one is based on the plasticity characteristics. Whenever there is group symbol, we have to represent in such a way that first one represents the gradation characteristics and second one represents the plasticity characteristics. Then the fourth problem is, again there are two soils and the soil properties are given. So soil A, the percentage passing 75 micron sieve is 20%, which is less than 50%. So it is a coarse grained soil. Then what type of coarse grained soil it is? For that we have to refer the 4.75 mm sieve, where the percentage passing is 82%, which is greater than 50%. So it is sand. Then we can find the percentages of fines, gravel and sand. So whatever is passing through 75 micron sieve, that is nothing but percentage fines. Whatever is retained on 4.75 mm sieve, that is percentage gravel. So 100 minus 82, it is 18%. Then remaining is percentage sand. So 100 minus 20 minus 18, it is 62%. So it is sand. Then we should find the gradation characteristics. So here Cu and Cc values are given. So both are satisfying the criteria of well graded sand. So it is well graded sand. So based on the gradation characteristics, we can classify the sand as well graded sand. But there are fines which are greater than 12%. So we should find the nature of those fines. For that we have to refer the plasticity chart, where plasticity index actual and on the A line have to be determined. So based on the A line, we can find the plasticity index as 18.25. This is the point on the A line. Then actual plasticity index is 25. So if we plot this 25 value, it will be coming above this point, means above A line. So the point plots above A line, therefore it is clay. So we can classify the soil as clayey sand. Based on the plasticity characteristics, we can classify the soil as clayey sand. Based on the gradation characteristics, it is well graded sand. So we have to represent the soil with group symbol SWSC. So here it will get dual symbol SWSC. Then soil B, percentage passing through 75 micron sieve is 4, which is less than 50%. So again it is coarse grained soil. So we can find the percentage fines, percentage gravel, percentage sand. So here directly we should not refer 4.75 mm sieve and we should not conclude that it is sand. See here for soil B, percentage passing 4.75 mm sieve is 45. Percentage passing 75 micron sieve is 4. So this 45% is close to 50%. So in such cases, better we should find the percentage fines, percentage gravel and percentage sand separately, so that we can classify the soil properly. So percentage fines are 4%, percentage gravel is 55%, percentage sand is 41%. So it is gravel. So here Cu value is greater than 4 and Cc is between 1 to 3. So it is satisfying the well graded gravel criteria. So the given soil is well graded gravel, represented with symbol GW.